Hello there.
Yo,
What up, big dog?
not shit. I'm gonna miss that song when it's gone, dude.
Yeah, dude. We're just riding the fucking the lowest form of copyright. like
Yeah,
like we're not really stealing. Like, bro, but like we found it on like a free use website. So it's funny that we keep getting hit. Like, and it's so like every time I read it, it's so funny. It's like the song's called Rise Up or whatever, and then it's like Rise Up Records. It's
yeah.
like it's the
This is
only
our
song
anthem.
it's the only song they've ever put out.
Yeah,
And we fucking chose it, of course. It's all right though. Our next one's gonna be tits.
it's gonna be a bop.
Gonna be ba ha 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 ha. So if you guys haven't noticed, our millions of fans out there watching, you only hear two of us because our front office lives in the boonies, and they are without power. Two people killed in these storms, though, from what I understand. Like they're big, pretty big storms,
I saw a tree fell on a car and killed a teenager.
dude. Like from what here's a tree laying in the middle of a road. This is in DC though,
Yeah,
so this isn't really where he's at. But yeah, it looks like two people killed, millions without power, and our front office is he said when he had no estimate earlier. He told me earlier he's one of the nicest people I've ever met. So like he's rarely mean to people. He rarely raises his voice, at least that I know. At the end, the front office that I know, I don't, he doesn't really yell. And he was telling me that he was yelling at the lady who works at the electric company earlier, asking her if she was going to pay for the hotel room. I'm like, yeah, dude, damn.
dude.
So,
Us modern day humans, like if we can't get our air conditioning, like
that's it.
yeah, we're such soft, doughy, fucking mushy pussies.
Damn, so it even says in Anderson, South Carolina, a 15-year-old boy was struck by a falling tree, like you said, and then 20-year-old man was also killed Monday after being struck by lightning in a parking lot.
It's rough.
Damn, by early evening, more than 1.1 million homes, businesses were without power across a chunk of the country.
Maybe they should stop voting Republican and God will stop taking them out.
Dude, I mean,
All these fucking red states just burning down.
it's definitely a thought. And they're the motherfuckers who are always like, God's going to fucking strike down into you fucking dirty Democrats out here doing gay things and whatever, eating white chocolate. Whatever is like a fucking considered a sin.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but your God loves the gays.
Dude,
he loves the gays. He loves the Lakers. He loves gay Lakers.
he loves gay Lakers, and so I got this jersey this weekend because my stepdad was in LA all last week for meetings, and he's at the Staples Center or whatever the fuck they call it now, crypto arena,
Yeah,
for meetings and shit. And he had this, and he had an old school Lakers, the white with the powder blue and the yellow, which is a sex jersey. It's a great jersey, and I'm not even a Laker fan. I'm a LeBron guy, Cleveland till I die. But so he sent AJ, my brother's like, yeah, dude. He's like, Jerry brought, he brought home these fucking jerseys. He's like, pick one, whatever. He was just gonna talk. So I have like a basket when I go to my parents' house or my mom's house, so like, because I still get mail that comes there every so often, and like just shit. So like when I go over there, if I see shit in that basket, it's basically meant for me to take it, to get the fuck out of there. So I get there. He's like, yeah. So your brother just threw the gay jersey in your fucking thing and took the white one. And I'm like, well, that's cool. I'm like, it's funny because like they were all like surprised that I was like, dude, that's cool. My sister was like, bro, she's like, can you believe he's going to give you the gay one? I'm like, that's cool. And then I was like, my brother came down and he's like, dude, this one doesn't fit me either. So you can just take both of them. And he's like, but I gave you the gay one.
Homophobia makes you bloat, bitch.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what is this? This is maybe. I mean, Italians are pretty shitty people, so I guess it's really not that surprising. I mean, that was pretty civil, At least they could have been a lot worse. Like, I'm not even gonna say it, but like they could have been way worse than like things they could have said. At least they were just like, hey, gave you the gay one. But yeah, so I'm repping it, dude. I'm an ally. My Sham was like, yeah, Soph, Nick's an ally. You need to understand. I was like, yeah, dude. Fucking toot that horn,
You're with the
baby.
times.
I'm with the motherfucking times.
That's right.
What is this? Oh, here we go. God hates the South. We got the PO. Sorry, I'm not as good at running this as him. So I'm sorry if I was a little late on your comment there, front office. But he's here in spirit and in the chat apparently, and that's nice. The kick comments are coming through today. The other day when we were on here Saturday, and we reacted to the Paul Diaz fight. So if anybody's here or anybody watches this later on, and thank you and tuned in on Saturday. Thank you for doing that. It was a great time. But the kick comments weren't coming through. And last week, the front office said he did gaming and couldn't even get on to kick. So
What's the deal, Kick?
the fuck is the deal? I mean, I know you guys are new. Jesus Christ. And it still says beta on their app. Like, you can't edit your profile. Like you can't edit any settings or anything in your from the app. You have to do it from the computer. It just says coming soon. Like, come on, dude.
Shout out the front office though, because without power, and here he is. He's probably sitting in his car, car's running, got his cord plugged to the car, and he's watching us. Like,
yeah. Well, the best part about it's funny because like I was texting him earlier, and I'm like, "So are you home?" I'm like, "I assume you're not at work or at the whatever you're not doing what you would normally be doing." And he's like, "No," he's like, "I've been at home all day long." He's like, "But I'm now driving the fuck because he's got a big ass German Shepherd, and it's a big German, like the biggest German Shepherd I've ever fucking
the
seen.
kind of dog that overheats."
And he's like, so he's driving the fucking dog around in his car with the air conditioning on. So this fucking
like
dog
a baby that won't sleep.
Yeah. Trying to make sure this fucking dog doesn't overheat.
Down.
Sweetest dog in the world. So I mean, very but still, it's like, it's so funny because like, like Andrew's not they're not driving around for himself or like they're driving around because the dog's hot, and that's my favorite part. But shouts out to the office. Hopefully by the 11 p.m. Time estimate is real.
I don't know. He said,
but we both know it's not.
His line's still laying in the street.
Yeah, we all know that's not. That's more like 11 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Sadly.
But it was nice here today. What about? I mean, I assume you and I have the same fucking weather, but it's
like mid 80s, mid low 80s.
Yeah, it's getting kind of out there right now. But like this morning,
yesterday was better.
It was 67 degrees, and I got my car this morning. I couldn't fucking believe it.
I don't know if it was that cool here. Sadly,
I stood outside for a second and just looked up.
What made it is that there's not just thick ass humidity right now.
Yeah,
that's it's bearable.
Yeah, thankfully, because usually the rain all last week, because it's basically just been raining for a week, and most of the 99% of it brought terrible humidity. So it was very nice to not just feel like you're getting decked in the fucking chest every time you walk out the door.
Yeah, I'm starting to think about camping trips.
Yeah,
I spent a lot of my day today looking at campgrounds or like cabins because Labor Day is coming up. I'm off that day, so I got a 3-day weekend.
Yes, sir. Figure it out, bitch.
I need to touch water. I need to swim in a river, in a lake, or something. Dude, you should come. Dude, we should like meet halfway or something. Go camping.
You're the one scoping lokes, so let me know. Like I said, pretty down. Just pulled through cookout. I hope you boys have this in your life at least once. Yeah, hope you boys just pulled through cookout. Oh yeah, the cookout place. Yeah, I've never had it. Everybody keeps telling me it's so good. I need to have it next time I'm up there. Apparently, it's tits. This place called Cookout.
That's the place with like it's just cheeseburgers and like mini corn dogs and like deep fried,
just fuckery.
Whatever. Deep fried.
It's
fuckery.
Literally, it's just fuckery. Deep.
That's a better name for a restaurant. Deep fried fuckery.
Dude, let's do it. Once we fucking get this up, once we get this all like we cash out and we sell out and we just say
Yeah.
fuck this, dude. Take the show. Um
Imagine Sonic and Steak and Shake had a baby. So they got shakes
yeah,
and stuff.
hopefully more Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic is goated.
The
When you have a
Sonic
when you have a good Sonic,
yeah,
when there's a good Sonic, there's nothing better than
but
Sonic.
dude, a bad Sonic
A bad Sonic is the worst.
it's the worst. There's the Sonic by where Shannon and I just moved from on that end of Gravois, fucking terrible. They didn't give a fuck, dude. And it was like it was so disappointing because like we only went there. We lived there almost 4 years, 3.5, 4 years, and it was like 3.5, 4 years. We went there twice because like it was like that bad. And it's like, damn, dude.
You come down here, dude. Well, we're gonna go camping and we're gonna go to my Sonic.
This is my favorite part though. Like you always do the you always do the yeah, come on down. Like Springfield's like this fucking luxurious place. Like, dude, you want some fucking top graded. You want to see an A plus slapped on the window of a Sonic? You get your ass down to Springfield, okay?
My neighborhood Sonic, dude, it's got a plaque. It's the first Sonic in Springfield.
And you're
was the
gonna get a
first one.
fucking Bucky's, dude. Like, what am I doing here?
I got the Brahms. I got the Sonic. I'm gonna have the Buckies. I got the Lamberts.
Dude, I don't give a fuck when anybody says Brahms is good. Like,
Brahms
I
is
mean,
the shit.
it's not like great, but it's pretty fucking good.
It's top tier, dude.
Yeah. For Springfield, definitely top tier.
I think in the fast food hierarchy,
It's good shit.
It's upper percentile.
I still can't believe. Well, you guys are nothing's better than your motherfucking drive-through Chinese or yeah, your Chinese food that's comes from a
Dude,
drive-through that
one of my go-tos just had so many health inspection violations.
no shit.
Dude, like I'm gonna read them. They're horrendous. They're like these eggs were kept at like 70 degrees. It was gross.
Dude, look at I wanted to pull these up too cuz these things right here are fucking boom.
Dude,
These things are so sick. So
what
sexy.
a great jersey.
Like
Springfield cashew chickens.
yeah, that's how you also I threw the yellow. I figured we should switch it up and do the yellow background today. Hope you don't mind. But dude, the cashew chickens, like that's how you know your drive-through Chinese food is fucks. Like it doesn't matter. Like honestly, and let's just be honest here. Like Chinese foods, I almost want my Chinese food to have so many health violations. Like I feel like
want
that's
a
what
dirty
makes
Chinese
it.
place.
Yeah, like I feel like at the end of all Chinese food places, they just like scrape that spatula on the floor and just flick a fucking spoonful of that shit right onto your food, and like that's kind of what gives it the flavor.
Yeah, here Creation, which is like it was a go-to when I first moved here, North Side on Chestnut. Dude, priority violations. Priority violations. 3. Number 1, large bin of noodles in walk-in cooler, not date marked. Bin of cooked chicken, not date marked. Fried chicken bin, not date marked. Education provided. Number 2, bin of fried chicken tested at 61 degrees.
Is this on Google? Did you pull this up on the internet?
Yeah, this is all public. Health inspector stuff is public knowledge.
Post it in our little private chat. I'll pull it up.
All right. But I mean, I like a dirty. I like dirty Chinese food, but not quite like this.
Damn. So it's too dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't good.
All right, let's go into the Discord.
Oh, it's going into the Discord.
But yeah, I mean, if you want Chinese food or if you want like Lebanese food, Greek food, like the dirtier the place, the better.
So
Falafel needs to be on.
Oh,
a dirty
so these
day.
are all the fucking places in the.
Yeah,
Wait, so this is all the places in Springfield.
Well, no, it's just a small section. They spread it out over the year, but like this is just the most recent one. So Creation right there.
That's it. Okay.
So bin of fried chicken tested at 61 degrees. An additional bin tested at 62. Crab Rangoons at 59. Egg rolls at 70. All items were left out on countertop. And then here, this is the gross one. Meat slicer had large chunk of expired chicken left inside of it, visually dirty and was not cleaned.
Education provided. You don't need education at that point. You need to be fired.
Basically, they got scolded by the fucking health inspector, going like, "This is what the fuck you need to do."
Large amount of grease built up on the hood system. Large amount of grease and dirt between fryer and stove. Walk-in cooler number 2 fans were dirty. Education provided.
Yeah.
Been a fried chicken at 60. So like, what is the right degree here that we're looking for? Obviously not 61.
I think it's like I think it has to be like 49 and under.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, when was the last time you ate here?
Honestly, like last week.
Dude, you're fucking fucked.
Because it's one of the places that on DoorDash, it's so close in proximity to me that it's the 0 delivery fee.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I'm going to not pay that fee, get my creation on. And you know what? I had a crab rangoon, and I read that, and I was like, oh. I was eating like this like warm.
It's like 3 days later, and you're like dry. You're like trying to make yourself throw up in the toilet. You're like, dude, fuck this.
I don't want a tepid crab rangoon, dude.
You're like, people at work are like, Stuart, were you just making yourself throw up in the bathroom?
Yeah, dude, I was crying in the shower.
Yes. Like I just read the news, and I found out that this goddamn egg roll I ate a week ago was a goddamn 59 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm not cool with that.
It was never stored at a proper temperature.
You're gonna, dude, 10 years from now, it's gonna be one of those fucking.
It's what's gonna take me down.
Did you eat creation?
Yeah.
They're like, call this 1-800 number, and you're fucking. You might be. You honestly might be entitled to a settlement.
Litigation.
Yeah, you got subject to litigation for sure. At that point, though, you're already past gone. We're like wheeling you in. We're like wheeling you to this office. I have to fill out your paperwork.
A class action lawsuit for a Chinese food place, dude. I have signed up for 2 class action lawsuits in the last week.
No shit.
I signed up for that Facebook one so I can get that Zuck buck.
What happened with Facebook? Them stealing your?
Yeah, it's all about the Cambridge Analytica shit.
Yeah. That's just using everybody's information and selling it. So is everybody
that had Facebook between that time frame? I'll send you a link, dude. Get your money.
Hit me, dude. I want a Zuck buck. Bro, we're gonna post this on on all of our socials too. If you guys have got a Facebook and you want to take a dollar away from Zuck,
so, I mean, some people will get triple digits, and I'm like, dude, cool. Give me a free $100. Fuck
give me $100, dude.
Dude, $100, dude.
Call it even.
I'm going to the fucking dispensary with my Zuck buck, dude. But
dude,
I'm
flushing it down the toilet. I'm just gonna look at it and I'm just gonna crinkle it up and throw it in the fucking toilet.
We'll go camping and we'll start our bonfire with.
That's how we started. Zuckerberg provided our heat. He kept us warm all night.
Yeah, dude.
That's sick. What a story.
And then Boohoo Man.
Boohoo Man. What the fuck is that?
It's a clothing shop online.
You got fucked by Boohoo Man?
Yeah, they were like scamming prices.
He jerked you dry, dude.
Yeah.
Boohoo Man gave you.
Yeah, Boohoo Man. I think it's the same company that owns like Shein for girls.
Yeah.
But so I had like some jeans from Boohoo Man, and I think I bought a pack of underwear or something like that. But I was like, yeah, fuck it. They sent me a postcard. Said like, hey, reply with this. There's a settlement in your favor. I'm like, tote. Bet.
What are you gonna get? 15 cents or something?
Yeah, that's probably nothing.
Dude, I was just over at my mom's the other day for my sister's birthday dinner this weekend, and she was talking about Shein and she kept calling it "Hookers Are Us" is what she kept calling it.
Jesus Christ.
It's like, dude, she's just letting it fly. The older she gets, I mean, she's never watched her mouth in her life, but
it's a surly broad.
It's just more and more bold by the day.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, all of a sudden we get this box showing up on our front, or this bag on our front porch from Hookers R Us. She goes, Sophie, I was like,
because it's so cheap.
yeah, it's so fucking cheap.
And then like every day it wants you to. I don't have it obviously, but like my sister does, and like every day it's like spin the wheel, and so you spin the wheel on the app, and it's like cool. You get 10 discounted items. All of a sudden you're like, all right, cool. I just dropped $20, and then like now
Damn. So
I'm
they're
gonna get
just
a big
giving you
fucking bag of shit.
I didn't know it was like that. God
It
damn.
is stupid cheap, and you can
What
just
the
like
fuck?
stack, and you can just stack coupons and shit, and stack points. It's retarded how
Dude,
like
I'm gonna start wearing fucking sweater turtlenecks and shit.
it makes you wonder like how little these like fucking Bangladeshian children that sewed this shit
I was gonna
together.
say, yeah, dude. Whoever's working for fucking AliExpress, putting their little toys together on AliExpress.
Yep.
AliExpress is like getting bigger and bigger, which is funny. Like I
I mean,
remember
it's the global
ordering.
market.
It's so wild, dude. I remember ordering like 5, 6, 7 years ago. Ordered my first pair of running headphones from there, and I remember it took like 2 months for them to get here. I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous,
I
dude.
remember I had gotten some fishing lures off of Wish.
Dude, I've never actually ordered from Wish. So is that shit like, is it just cheap shit?
It is, yeah, because it's direct from China. Like it's coming, no like middleman selling that shit. You're getting it straight from the manufacturer, who's making shit for pecking pennies. But
Nice.
I bought some fishing lures, some hard tackle.
Did it have any like sweat on it?
No, but I mean they're
Like
pretty
a
good little
dry.
crappie. It was like
he-
good crappie lures.
That's awesome, dude. They should give you like remember how like was it Budweiser or was it Bud Light? Whoever it was. Remember they told you who brewed your beer, your batch of beer.
Oh yeah,
You should get like a little picture of like the little poor kid that had to piece together your headphones or your whatever the fuck
like
your
when you donate
fishing
to
lure.
like when you donate to Christian Children's Fund and they send you the postcard of that one. Like this is Carlos, and
Yeah,
Carlos he he has new shoes for school now thanks to you. Cool.
thanks
I
to
feel like
you.
I'm a good Christian.
They said he'd have gotten more, but we took 75% of it
Yeah,
for
because we
the
have to pay for
church.
these fucking commercials late
Yeah,
night.
because these fucking HD commercials. That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, Sheen suppliers workers doing 75-hour work weeks,
Jesus
according to
Christ,
the
dude.
BBC.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Look at this chick. 'Cause I guess she's wearing. Oh, she's a influencer. I was like, she don't work for Sheen.
Yeah,
So she's a. Okay, here we
I like
go.
we keep finding this shit out, but we don't give a shit.
Dude, where is that place? A number of staff across 6 sites in. You say it.
Guangzhou.
Guangzhou. Good shit. Were found to be working 75-hour work weeks. No
Yeah.
pressure on staff to turn clothes around quickly. She said supply chain issue seriously and will review report. Said it takes the chain issue supply seriously and review the report. So Sheen's acting like we didn't know.
No, they totally know.
We had no idea, dude. We had no fucking idea we were running these broads into the ground.
Was it what was the big one in like the 90s? Kathy Lee Griffin? She was the one who got like she was all about like Gap or something like that, and then she went to like the sweatshops and saw how they were making Gap jeans, and like she was the one that had to testify in front of Congress for all this shit.
Dude, it says they reported that the workers they spoke to clocked 3 shifts per day, often with only 1 day off a month. So the fact the workers are mainly migrants are paid per item of clothing encourages them to work long hours. Well, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, you want a shirt on your back?
Although such hours aren't unusual in Chinese production hubs, they violate labor laws, which set out maximum hours a working day of 8 hours as well as 40-hour work week. So basically, I mean, of course, no shit. I mean, they're like, dude, fuck an 8 hour work week or an 8 hour work day and 40-hour work week. Like, you can just work here as long as you want, and we'll pay you. We're fucking slinging clothes so fast on this website that we can afford to just pay you per pennies per item. And of course, you're gonna want to work a triple. You know what I'm saying? A triple shift. I
Yeah.
mean,
See, suggests that the workers, mainly migrants, are paid. Yeah. So it's either like remember the Uyghurs, the Muslims in China that were getting like put into camps.
Right.
So like I guarantee it's a bunch of these Muslims in China where it's like, okay, either make our fucking Sheen or go get re-educated. And we know what re-education is in China.
Right. So they're actually owned by Zootop. Zootop is the parent company. And it says down here, yeah, so this chick, Victoria, whatever, at the University of Lincoln says, yeah, you cannot get clothes that cheap that are made in good working conditions, which obviously, yeah, duh.
But then again, it's like, look at our name brand shit. It's all made in the same place as that shit too, you know?
Dude, here you go. Boohoo Man, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Shein is
Boohoo
winning
Man.
over young shoppers in U.S., UK, Europe, and Australia by producing fast fashion even faster and often at cheaper prices than its rival Boohoo or ASOS.
Yep.
ASOS.
Boohoo. Yeah,
Damn.
Boohoo's headquartered out of England.
Well, they're gonna pay you that shit. Tell you that. They're getting you your goddamn money.
I'm gonna get my $1.20 from them, and then I'm gonna get my like $100 from Zuck.
Well, I'm definitely fucking getting my $1 for my $100 from Zuck. I definitely feel violated, dude. My ass hasn't felt the same since they sold my information. I have sleep on my back now exclusively, and I used to love sleeping on my stomach, but I can't because I'm worried that the Zuck is. I mean, I know he's busy training, but
with George St. Pierre,
with GSP for the Fizzite. I wish the front office was here because I really want to talk about that rocket, dude.
The one that launched yesterday and dropped off like 15 satellites.
Yeah, that one.
Starlink.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Pretty tight, dude.
It's wild how quickly like that it launched. It just got into like the suborbital, released 15 satellites, and then immediately like went back in and landed. Like within what, like 7 minutes?
Yeah, it's pretty wild though.
It's incredibly efficient.
That's why I'm saying, dude, no matter how dude, fuck Elon Musk as a person, but like thank God he's around because he is definitely I think he is definitely better than I think the things he does are better than they are worse. That's for sure.
I was so inspired by it last night. I was like, I wonder how much Starlink is. Starlink is expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I had no idea. I thought it was like, oh, we're gonna get the whole like world connected, so it's gonna be like affordable, like for like rural, for lack of a better term, third world shit. No, like it's for like van life fucking TikTok nerds and like
yeah, that's how a lot of those TikTokers and stuff do the van shit. Yeah, they keep their that's how they get the internet. But yeah, I think it's supposed to be getting cheaper over time. So I assume and I'm pretty sure is like the plan. I don't know. I mean,
until it's the fucking monopoly.
I'm not Elon Stan or anything, but I think it's cool that like when he gets back to doing what he does, it's pretty sick. That's for sure.
It'd be cool if he shut the fuck up sometimes.
Yeah, but when you're that rich, dude.
I don't know. Before like 2015, billionaires just kind of shut the fuck up and like quietly like robbed people. Now they're like emboldened, and now they're celebrities, and now they have like each of them have a cult that kisses their ass.
Yeah, but I feel like that's everything. Like that's like athletes and everything. I think everybody's platform's kind of gotten bigger. I think everybody's just like with social media. I think
it is social.
Everyone is just getting more vocal, for better or worse. Like I mean, like I said, it's better. It might be worse in situations like billionaires, but it's better in situations like social issues with athletes and stuff. But I do think it's like everyone is more. Everybody wants to share their opinion and be heard more than ever than before.
Or when you're someone with influence like Elon Musk, you know that a single tweet can manipulate stock prices.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's definitely a piece of shit guy, but glad he's around. I think he definitely does a lot of good shit. What's up, chat? What's up, Adele?
Cha.
We got Adele in the chat. Thumbs up in the chat. We were just talking to, speaking of Yodel, and since right before we got on here, it's breaking news as of today, as of like 1 hour ago. Mother sucking Tory Lanez finally gets sentenced for the shooting of Meg the Stallion, which I don't even know if he actually shot the broad. I just know that he
didn't he shoot her like in the foot?
Yeah, I don't know. He shot her in the foot, or he shot around her feet, or something. But I mean, good. I mean, it is fucked up. I mean, you can't just. I mean, this is just. You can't just start shooting chicks. I mean, that's fucked up.
The big no-no. Don't shoot the woman.
Yeah, dude, don't hit. I mean, I mean, this is worse than hitting a chick. Obviously, I mean, apparently he was like trying to make her dance like on the ground, like that, like trying shooting at her feet, and like just fucked up shit. I guess there's an argument in a car or something, and I don't know. But 10 years, dude. Yeah, he said. Yeah, I think she did get shot in the foot.
Oh yeah, you don't go to jail for 10 years for shooting at and missing.
Yeah, well, I mean, you definitely could go to jail for 10 years. I feel like if you shot. That's still attempted. Shot her in the feet 3 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Since I was viciously shot by the defendant, I have not experienced a single day of peace.
I'm pretty sure, like.
So he had, yeah, I'm sure she's
found some peace.
Yeah, she's
doing okay.
So, Lanez was found guilty of 3 felonies: assault with a semi-automatic firearm, having a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence in December for leaving the rapper wounded with bullet fragments in her feet. So that's what I'm saying. I actually don't think he shot her in the foot. I think it was like. He may have. I might not know what the fuck I'm talking about, but
could have been a small caliber bullet, and it hits bone, and it like fractures, and then it basically turns into shrapnel, and just kind of like.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I also feel like it could be just shrapnel, like it hit the ground, and the bullet
maybe
ricocheted into her or something. Like who knows? But either way, shouldn't have done it, and he's a fucking idiot. And one of the funniest videos of one, he can't wear a hat in prison, I don't think, so that bald ass head's gonna be right out there for everybody. The man's got the worst head of hair. And the funniest video I've ever seen in my life is still the video of, please tell me you've seen the video of him on Sway when he's like doing a freestyle, and
is he the one that cut the beat and he's like, I don't need to do that, I'll go a cappella?
So he stands up, right? He stands up and he doesn't get any taller. It's so funny. Let me see if I can find this. Hold on. Dude, it's the funniest thing. Yeah, he's like doing a fucking freestyle, and like in the middle of it, it's either like right in the middle of it or like right at the end, he fucking hops up out of it went viral when it happened. Tory Lanez, and it was on Sway. Let's see. Tory Lanez on Sway. Yeah, here it is.
I'll be honest with you, like, I don't know a fucking song by this dude.
Yeah, you're not missing much. At least in my opinion. I think this is the one where he stands up. Let's see. Watch. Damn. Maybe it's because I got too much shit going on here, but.
Probably.
But yeah, he fucking stands up.
You can't fall out the chair on your own freestyle. You have to let Sway fall out his chair.
This is what happens when you don't have your big old front office here. Fuck it.
It's okay.
But yeah, but he stands up and he doesn't he literally is the same height as he was sitting down, and it's fucking hilarious.
Huh.
But yeah, 10 years, dude. I mean, that's pretty hefty. I mean, he's gonna do 3.5 to 5, I'm sure, but because he has to do 50% of it. It's a violent crime, so he has to do 50%. And I'm pretty sure I heard this today too, which I don't know if this is real. But it was like a Twitter reply, and like it was one of those things that had a lot of likes, and like the guy said it was very professionally written. So like I don't know, but it says that they used to. They don't know if he does anymore, but they used to, like, if you served 1 year in jail or prison or whatever while you were fighting the case, that you actually get credit
Time
for
served.
3, like the times 3. So like 1, you would get 3 years.
Boy, I hope not.
Yeah, I don't know if
It's
that's
some
real or
shit.
not, but like, damn. But violent crime, that might not be. But violent crimes, like, I don't think that's a thing because you still have to do 50% or
Jeez.
whatever. But I'd never heard of that. I just read that and had a lot of likes. So probably just spewing misinformation, fake news, fake news, fake news. But yeah, dude, 10 motherfucking years. That's big. That's some big shit, dude. I mean, he's 31 years old, be 35, probably 36 when he gets out. Guy even dropped a whole album talking about this, talking about how he was innocent. Apparently not, because now he's in prison for 10 years.
Does he get deported to Canada after this?
You would probably. He gets support at sentencing from Iggy Azalea. Cool, dude. Like why
Is
the
he
fuck
gonna
would,
is he gonna get deported to Canada
I don't know. I
after
heard.
he gets out?
I don't know. That's so weird that it does that. That it automatically takes you off like that. Like I was on the other thing scrolling and I just heard the noise. I had to come back over here and bring you back.
Oh no, I think that was my connection.
Oh,
I think I had a lapse.
bum,
You just gotta be a heads up player, bro.
dude. Tory Lanez, he probably gets. But yeah, I wonder if he. I don't think anybody ever gets out over that. Business comes out. I wonder if he gets. He probably gets separated from everybody, right? I would assume. Or do you think he's in like general population? They wanted him to serve 13 years. Damn, defense just wanted probation. Come on now. Well,
You ain't that famous.
yeah.
There's people that'll get that, but not you.
Yeah, dude, and especially like, so yeah, the whole like music industry, most people turned on him after that. I mean, I guess that's pretty fucked up to do. I mean, Meg Thee Stallion's a pretty big deal, so who
These rappers be wildin',
knows?
dude. Was it a young thug sacrificing goats?
Dude, that's fucking wild. Yeah, I can't wait for that trial. Dude, that trial has been, so you know that I like love watching that shit, and
Yes.
they've been trying to pick a jury for like 6 months, 7 months
For young thug?
for Young Thug. Like he's been saying that they can't get a jury because everyone knows about Young Thug. Like so like it's been like 8 months that they've been what?
Well, I mean, uh, you can't know who young thug is.
You can't know anything about the case or anything about YSL or whatever, like this whole thing. Like you can't be familiar with what's going on, because like if you go in there and you have an opinion on Young Thug, you can't have any bias. Like they have to find people that don't have any bias. And so if you go in there and you've heard about the trial, you've read about the trial or like the charges or any of that other shit, you get immediately.
I didn't know that just knowing who young thug is and like the general gist of what's going on equals having a bias.
Well, I think that they think that could lead to bias. Like they're pretty.
So the defense is probably pushing for that.
Yeah, so like it's pretty much like it's wild how long this has been, because like you said, usually it's, I mean, you might get some longer jury selections, but 8 months,
Mm.
like every time he goes in there, like he just had like a month or two ago, he had a bail, he keeps getting denied bail, like they won't give him any bail or anything like that. But yeah, the goat thing is fucking wild. Like, I mean, obviously, I mean, who knows what they were actually doing with all that shit, or like if they, but the satanic shit, I feel like it's like just a cool thing to do nowadays. But yeah, they were apparently YSL, I think is the gang he's in, or like the gang that they're trying to say he's in, sacrificing fucking goats. That's wild. For their energy, is what that fucking thing was saying. Like
He's from the same neighborhood as Waka Flocka Flame, Two Chains, Ludacris, and Pee Wee Longway, which I remember them worshiping the devil.
Yeah. He's a weird
Waka
motherfucker, dude.
Flame is he's damn near wholesome at this point.
Yeah. He's just a weird guy. I mean, he's wearing, he'd always wear wedding dresses and shit. And, he's just he's a strange guy. Like, which, all power to him. Love that, whatever, do whatever you want to do. But when I hear that he's sacrificing goats, it's crazy, but like, it's also not super shocking. I don't think. I don't know. But that is wild. I mean, the whole thing is wild. RICO, I mean, you don't just get RICO charges. So, this is one of those things where, like, this is a big fucking deal. I mean, now you got Gunna snitched and got out of prison. I mean, RICO charges are like, that's big deal shit. And like the fact that we were, when this trial inevitably happens, it's going to be huge. Like, huge. Because, I mean, if they declare that YSL is like an organized crime group, I mean, that's pretty wild. And we're organizing murders of people. That's pretty crazy.
We're never gonna get the reunion.
Of what?
Fugees.
No. Why is he involved?
Well, what's the fella from the Fugees that he's in on some shit now too.
Dude, everybody's wrapped up in some shit.
Praz Michelle.
What the fuck did he do?
He was charged with criminal conspiracy for illegally donating to the Barack Obama 2012 campaign and lobbying the Trump administration to deter investigations into the 1MDB scandal. Remember we talked about that?
Right.
Involving fugitive Malaysian businessman Joe Low. He was found guilty of 10 criminal counts in the U.S. District Court in D.C.
Damn.
Yeah, so that dude went deep.
Yeah, that's wild. And then, I mean, that'll be interesting whenever the fuck that happens. I will definitely be paying attention to that. And then we got the Melly part 2. I think that's in like October or November. They're gonna retry YNW Melly, which
remember when rappers just shot at each other?
Yeah, well, that's what
kind of miss those days.
YNW Melly. Oh, that's what he did. He shot at 2 guys and killed them.
I know, but like now they're it's like rappers with white collar crime. I'm like, nah, leave that to the asshole at Tyco and the fucking Enron guys.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, YNW Melly, that's a grimy crime. I mean, like pull out a gun and shooting a guy point blank in the back of the head he shot 2 guys allegedly. I mean, like, that's wild. Sitting in the back left, he's sitting in the back seat behind the driver, and he shoots a guy in the front passenger seat, shoots a guy in the back seat, shoots the guy again. Like, he shot him both like 2 or 3 times. Like, dude, there was blood all over this fucking, and they're 2 of his best friends. Like, he's got their names tattooed on him.
It's kind of some gangster shit.
I mean, it's fucking wild. Like, it's
something out of a Scorsese film.
Yeah, I mean, the kid's like 18 when he did this, 17, 18 years old. I mean, and that's why they're not going to let it go. I don't know, but the jury, they're going to retry him again in October or November, and it's fucked up that it's 2 of his best friends. I mean, like, grew up. I mean, like, childhood friends, and like had their name. That's like if I shot you in the front office, like in a car, like legit. But I don't know. Well, apparently that's the thing. They're trying to prove the motive, which I don't know if the state did that, but the second time around, they said they definitely want to retry it again. Melly changed up his lawyers again. He hired some guy that's apparently even a better lawyer. But one of the jurors spoke out and said that they were actually like it was 11-1 for guilty. And one chick was like adamant that I am not going to put him in prison, and then pulled 2 jurors aside, talked to them, and convinced them to flip. So the final vote was 9-3 guilty, but they literally could not get those 3 people to change their minds. So it was a mistrial. So now we're going to get a whole new jury, and they're going to try it again. So should be good. Should be exciting.
One more time.
What? Oh yeah, one more time, and then we get the fucking October, November. Hopefully, we get the Brian Koberger, the Idaho foe. I'm ready for that one, big dog. I wear my suit and tie to work when I watch these. I just sit there just in case they call on me.
They're like, oh, we need a paralegal. You're like, I'm definitely qualified at this
I'm
point.
like, dude, I am definitely that guy. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Speaking of rappers, before we move on, fucking DJ Casper died. Guy did the cha-cha slide.
Yeah, I saw that earlier, dude. As white suburban boys, that's a huge loss.
Like, what do we
Uh,
do?
huh?
Like, do we stop the cha-cha slide at weddings now and give him like
No,
a?
no, no. It's got to live on,
No, I
dude.
mean,
And
but like, do we? Yeah, but do we drop the beat and give him like a? Do we do like a moment of silent type thing now when we do these at weddings?
we just cha cha real slow.
Real slow. Like when we bring it down real low, we just turn it off for a
We take it to
second.
the floor,
Like when you get to the floor, we just mute.
and then we take it to the top, like we're never gonna stop. And then
I
you
don't know
freeze.
anymore.
Moment of silence.
Moment.
Everybody clap your hands.
Yeah, that would be the perfect time. He's only 58 too. Oh, I guess he had cancer.
Cancer,
Okay, so he did
yeah.
have cancer. Okay. Long battle with cancer. I mean, goddamn.
Dude, cosmic bowling will never be the same. White weddings and black light bowling.
William Perry Jr.
Good,
Damn, that was him in
good
2000. He
name.
looked old in 2000. The Casper slide is what his fucking overalls say. Tight.
I mean, was that his like? That was like his hit, right? That was his.
Yes, that was the hit.
Do you think he had? I mean, when you have one hit and it's the Cha Cha slide, like you do all right, right?
Oh, I'm sure he was living all right off that. Yeah, I'm sure he was doing just fine. I don't know. Who knows? Unless he sold the rights to it.
His only hit was Cha Cha slide. Oh, he had a dude. Uh, he had a song called "Oops Upside Your Head." That was a small hit in Ireland in 2004.
DJ Casper, international DJ,
Dude, he was a hit in Ireland.
worldwide. Gots to love that shit. Well, rest in peace, DJ Casper.
Absolutely.
I will have it at my wedding just for you. Whenever that is.
Yeah, you got to do it because I didn't.
Yeah, dude. You just got to renew your vows and do it.
My 10-year, we'll cha cha.
We will real fucking smooth, dude.
Real fucking smooth.
That'd be sick as fuck. We go back to the Chinese garden and fucking just let loose. They're like, who the fuck are these people? I'm like, dude, don't worry about us. You get the fuck out of here. We're cha-chaing.
You don't understand what's going on right now.
Rest in peace to the DJ Casper. Oh.
Is that all that's going on in the world of hip hop now?
Yeah, I think in hip hop at least, fucking Travis Scott just sold like 400,000. Dude, I don't know. I listened to Utopia, wasn't that good, but he sold like 400,000 something goddamn records, which is pretty good.
I see that he brought Kanye out on stage.
Yeah, dude. And then he like straight up did like a whole like love fest for Kanye in an interview, talking about how there was no Kanye, there'd be no Travis, there'd be no Utopia, there'd be no Astro World, there'd be no.
I mean, you could totally draw that line.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely ballsy though to bring up Nazi sympathizer Kanye West at your show though, but it wasn't on U.S. ground. I think it was in Italy. Which again, back to my original point at the beginning of the show, you can do that shit in Italy. They're like, dude,
we love the fascists here.
Fascists here.
They love it.
We're all good, dude. Whatever, baby.
In Rome, when in Rome,
bring out Rome, baby. Bring out the fascism. Kanye was right at home.
Man, what's up with the Italians that love to step in line?
I don't know, dude. I stepped out of line. I'm like a blip in the fucking.
That's why we're okay.
Yeah, dude.
If you were a bootlicker and also like all the beautiful things that Italians have done, and it's like, what do we embrace? The gangster lot, so a bunch of fucking man children that didn't want to like get a real job. So
Yeah.
let's embrace and celebrate that. I was like, you guys, you did some other cool shit.
Yeah, but they're just another fucking group of people that they're like country artists, dude. They're a group of people that used to hate the police and used to do cool shit. And now they vote for Trump.
Oh, it's a damn shame what we all become.
Why is that the thing? Like, why does it's like all the people that like all the immigrants come here and become right wing. I don't know if it's because they open up their own businesses and they just do it from the ground up, and it's just better for their money situation, but like
They
the
get
Cuban,
established, they get comfortable, and when you're comfortable, what do you hate? You hate change, and so the last thing you wanna do is, "Oh, let's not do anything to, like, shift my the nest that I feathered."
because it's wild. Like it's
Yeah.
the Cubans in Florida, like they're all the anti-socialism, fuck Bernie Sanders, right wingers. The Bosnians, Adele and I talk about it all the time. There's so many Bosnians in St. Louis. The St. Louis, we have the second most Bosnians, I'm pretty sure, in the world that's outside of Bosnia. But like so many of the older ones are super right wing, and it's like same with Italians, same with it's like the Hispanics, or didn't you say that your fucking, your wife's family, or any of them? Like, I'm sure that she's got to know some people in Nevada that,
Well, they're Guatemalan, but they're within close enough proximity to countries like Colombia and Venezuela, where they saw what was going on. When you take when you take socialism too far, you're in communism territory, and communism fucking sucks.
right? So they're all
So
coming over here like, dude, fuck that.
so they're scared of the word socialism because if you go too far on that political spectrum, now it's tyranny.
Yeah, now you're fucked.
But that's the same for any side of the political spectrum. You go too far and you're too fucking far.
Yeah, it's like it's so wild because like it's like 99% of the people that they're voting for like just would spit on those people. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys are just fucking scum. Like we literally want to build a wall to keep you people out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's wild. Like and like they talk about them as just like animals. Like all that shit that Trump wasn't Trump the one that was saying all the murders and rapists, or who said that back in the day? Was that Trump that said that?
The bad
The murder
hombres?
Yeah, the murders and rapists were coming into the country and shit like that.
Yeah. Called Haiti a shithole country.
Yeah, yeah, and it's just, but it's so wild that like they come over, and I guess that's like I said, it's definitely like I'm sure I don't know, Asians they don't speak, they're very quiet people, or they do speak, but they're very loud people, but you never know what the fuck they're talking about. So, but like I don't know what they vote, but I would assume they probably also vote Republican because they just come over here and build their own shit. I mean, you get over here like you said, and you start from nothing, you build it all up, and the last thing you want is, oh, you want to raise my taxes? You want to take my money that I had to fucking.
Yeah, because I only have like one good Chinese friend, and known her since high school. But her life is quite literally. You ever see Crazy Rich Asians?
Yes.
Her family is quite literally that. I'll show you photos. She got married at the Fox Theater, and it was like insane. And I don't even think they even give a shit about politics because they came over here with that Chinese money and they were just set with that Chinese money. They got set up so good that they can just any turbulence in in the U.S. system, they can just kind of like hover over it.
Yeah. Well, and I guess like for all the other people though, like I feel like I guess it's probably harder to, you and I talk about it sometimes where it's like, it's easier for two nobodies like you and I to be like, oh well, fucking, sometimes you just got to sacrifice some things for the betterment of people and the betterment of all. I guess it's probably pretty hard to confront or like go up to somebody who's came to this country with nothing, built this life. They've probably got they've rooted a family here, and they're like, all right, Now we need you to give up some of that money or like shave a little bit of that money off top for the betterment of everybody else, which, sounds good. And that's what how you and I feel. But I guess that, um, that's probably a hard sell
Today
to a
was
lot of people.
today we had a fucking voting today here in Missouri.
I saw
Uh,
that. Yeah, I did not vote. I did not get a good
there
look
was
at it.
one thing to vote on in my county, and it was to increase taxes on marijuana sales another 3%. I voted yes. Why? Because it's going to education. So I'm like, all right, fine, another 3% out of our pockets, but it's going to the right stuff.
Right. A lot of
So
people
for
are
me,
like,
yeah, it
fuck
doesn't mean
that.
shit.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's a hard sell for a lot of people. He said that's why it'll never happen, because like we'll never ever convince enough people that we should all pitch in a little bit
Help
and
out.
help out, because
Yeah.
everybody's just like, fuck that shit, dude. We're like, we're not here. We're not about to fuck the next person. Like, it is what it is. We're not here to help anybody out. But yeah, I mean, it is wild, and I guess when I look at it that way, I guess I would understand why some of the immigrants are feeling that way. But I guess you came here and like, and again, it probably a lot of the time, and like Adele saying, his cousins are right wing nuts now, and I'm sure there are a lot of them that do it for the politicalness of it, but I'm sure there are a lot of people that do it just based off like the the money situation, just like what it does for their bank accounts and like what it does for like as far as taxes, and like they're not paying for other people's shit, and like they're not giving up anything. So I guess I can see that. I guess I can see that. What I can't see though, well, I guess what I did see is we were talking about that little brawl that happened. They brought some charges today, and it was all white folks that got
The
charges.
Alabama Riverboat Brawl.
Yes, sir.
Dude, when they brought up like the historical context of that like park, I forgot what they call it, like that riverfront.
Yeah, the pier or
Did,
whatever.
did you like see anything about that?
No.
Dude, that riverfront area right there where that the boat docks and all that used to be like one of the major hubs of the slave trade,
Damn.
where the truck drivers are getting fucked so hard. So yeah, they're gonna be driven to extremes. Truck drivers, Adele. But they would. I think they talked about like how like over like almost 500,000 slaves were brought up that Alabama River to Montgomery, and then where they had warehouses of slaves, and then like they would just take them, march them up the street to the corner, and that's where they would like auction them off. So that area just has so much like bad juju.
So the fact that like
These fat
this
white
entire
motherfuckers tried to
got
like pull some shit,
got beat the fuck down,
got
dude.
clocked with
Dude,
fucking chairs.
cheers. And that guy that jumped off the ferry and swam to the fight should be.
What a hero, dude!
They need to rename the fucking pier after that kid,
The
because
nicknames that they've been giving him: Aquaman,
Aquaman.
Aquaman, dude.
I didn't know that.
Dude, yeah, people were they were calling like the dock worker. He threw his hat in the air, so people were memeing like the bat signal, but it was a hat
Yeah,
silhouette in the air.
yeah.
And then yeah, Aquaman. There's a clothing designer that has already started to make like hats with just a white folding chair on it as like a symbol, and I'm like, that's a
Let's
pretty good
go.
symbol.
Yeah,
You
I'm gonna have to
you
get one of those.
you thought fucking Let's Go Brandon was clever and like disguised. Well, here's a fucking white folding
Folding
chair.
chair from when fucking a bunch of people who had no idea who each other were came across and beat the dog
Yeah.
shit out of
Do
you
you,
fucking pieces of shit.
it was like the first time in the country's history almost where you saw a photo of like a bunch of idiot white people and then black people, and then the cops are behind the black people like going and like that's never happened. Where
Yeah,
the cops are
it's
like, This is our side," and you're like, "Oh my god."
Well, apparently one of the guys that got his ass beat, owns some place in Alabama called Vassar's Mini Mart, and
He was talking
um,
some shit.
yeah, did you see? He's like said like he didn't need or he's cool with the superior white dollar, and this wasn't the
Yep.
first time he got jumped by gorillas and shit like that. Like what the
Yep.
fuck?
And then he quickly tried to delete his entire like
Yeah.
internet like a giant pussy.
Well, and the best, well, and it all stemmed from how you saw the video that, so he was like, he put out like this statement of like, I was trying to get away. I just knew this was wrong. I wanted to get out of there. And he just photoshopped that one piece of him running away. It's like, bro, dude. And then the whole video comes out. And it's like, you were like the main instigator.
There was so many cameras rolling. The best, dude. I mean, someone did like a supercut and spliced all the videos together in a
Yeah.
timeline to where like they first pulled up. There was a band on the boat. Did you see that?
The band was there. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
And the lead singer of the band was like, "Move that fucking boat,
But yeah.
move that fucking boat." And the whole everybody on the fucking like.
Did you
boat,
see the
"Move
fair?
that
Did you
fucking
see
boat."
all the ladies singing "Move, bitch, get out the way"?
Yes.
Yeah.
It just turned into like we're all mocking you, we're all laughing at you, and then you can't handle it. So like I'm sure in your mind at that point you're clearly in the wrong. You're clearly a fucking idiot. You're clearly being a nuisance and rude and inconsiderate to everyone. So like the one thing that you probably like in your dumb mind think that you have above them is your color
Right.
because that's just your fucking mindset.
That's just who you are.
And so and then you're gonna sit there and like try to like do like a running knee to a dock worker.
Dude, it was the most pathetic shit in the. You saw the guy that got his ass beat out of his Crocs, right?
He
The guy
beat out
who's
of his Crocs. The one lady got shoved back into the water.
dude, and then the one chick, so there's the video of. Did you see the video of where the two white dudes ran up and tried to square up, and then and then that's like where all those four black dudes turned around and like the
They started
Avengers music
skipping.
starts. Yeah, and they all just ran up and beat the fuck. And then this girl in all blue comes running, and she just gets fucking. I'm talking just face shoved into the ground. Like she left her feet. She probably went 3 feet in the air, and it's like the stiff arm of the century. And I'm like, dude, this is.
So many people tried to disregard the entire thing by making it about the white lady that was sitting on the ground and caught the chair.
Caught the chair, yeah.
So many people were like trying to invalidate the whole thing. I'm like, no, fuck her too.
Yeah, fuck that
because
lady.
she was definitely in it. She was swinging. She was getting in it. And it's like, yeah, but you don't hit women. Like, listen, dude, you swung. You're a part of it now,
dude. And this is a fucking like hate crime at this point, almost. Like it's like almost a fucking like. I wouldn't call it a hate crime, but it was like race definitely had an issue, and like this is one of those things where like you were swinging on any and everybody in like a racial fueled fight. Bitch, you're catching a folding chair. Like that's just how it happens.
That's why like the historical context of that area is so important because like it's not like that boat. It was all like kids from the public school system there of Montgomery, the inner city school system, and their families. So they've been sitting on that boat, like had a riverboat tour, hot ass day in Alabama, hot as fuck, just wanting to get off the fucking boat. And these white people are holding your shit up, and like all of a sudden, like generations of like intolerance just like built up out of you, where you're like, I think we're just not gonna take this shit today. Yeah. We're out here trying to we're doing some school shit. We're supporting the school. We're trying to have a good fucking time. And these fucking devils, these fucking white devils, these soulless crackers, dude, are trying to like hold up an entire. And Montgomery is a black town.
Absolutely, dude. When I was in senior year, when I was a senior in high school, and we went to Florida for our senior trip, on the way back, when we drove, because we all drove there, we took like 3 cars. On the way back, somebody accidentally hit no highways, and we drove through the back, like the back roads of Montgomery, Alabama, and I've never seen more lifted cars on, I mean, just unnecessarily, like just the fattest tires and like, I mean, it was like a music video, dude. Like, I mean, just backwoods of Montgomery. I mean, chop shops everywhere. I mean, it was fucking
Yeah.
wild. Um, it's an interesting place, that's for sure. But so for the fact that this happened in Montgomery, Alabama is even better.
I mean, dude, I hope there's like a Wikipedia page about this someday. The Battle of Montgomery, you know, like,
The
the
battle,
fucking
dude. Reggie Gray is the guy that hit the guy with the folding chair. Hit the lady. They need to get Reggie Gray needs a statue there with like him, like with the folding chair over his head like this, like before he's about to swing it.
dude.
Dude,
That ain't Reg. That's Uncle.
that's Uncle
Uncle.
Reggie,
That's
dude.
Uncle Reggie
Unc.
went in and just decided to be a little fucking hero.
Yeah, dude.
He
Straight the
wanted to just
fuck up.
put his mark on history.
Yeah, that's so tight. I hate that happened so many days ago. I mean, I'm glad it's I'm glad the charges were brought today on those people so we could bring it up and it was a little more relevant. But yeah, so they said the three people that were charged were all three white people, and I guess the only person that may face charges on the other side, as far as
Uncle
like is Unc for the chair
Uncle
shot.
Uncle Reggie got a little like
Unc Reggie might he might
he was out
do
in the
some
sun a lot.
probation. Yeah,
He was out in the sun a lot.
Unc might do some community service, but dude, totally fucking worth it. 40 hours community service so you can hit that bitch with a chair. Sign me up.
I mean, are there like mugshots of these dudes? Richard Roberts, 48, Alan Todd, 23, Zachary Shipman, 25 are the three devils. I would love, dude. I would love some mugshots, but I guess not.
Yeah, I'm
Then
trying
again,
to,
if you Google Richard Roberts, you get a televangelist.
yeah, I typed mugshots in and I'm not getting anything.
Damn.
We'll throw those on our socials when they come up. That's for sure. Be on the lookout.
I want those mugshots. I want a Trump mugshot. God damn it!
Yeah, who knows if we're ever gonna get that at this point.
This time I got excited.
Yeah, I don't know if it's ever gonna happen. He'll be back in office before fucking anything happens. Unreal.
Please,
You know what? You know what else is unreal that today that I saw that this is just super left field, but it is kind of ties into Trump because I saw this chick, right? She's probably 55, 50 in her 50, 55, white trash, mullet, glasses. I mean, unattractive, right? As all get out. Gets out of her like shitty truck today while because I'm dropping. I won't say which hospital I was making a delivery at. She got out of her truck, the plumpest ass I've ever seen in my entire life.
Like in a good way?
In a good way.
No
I'm
shit.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck is I was so fucking confused.
Did you feel, were you like, what's wrong with me? I'm attracted to this right now.
Dude, I had rolled the windows down. I'm like, maybe fresh air will do me some good. I'm like, but what the fuck is this? Like, I've never been so it's been a while since I was that disgusted with myself.
I don't know. Did you ever see my ex-girlfriend from Springfield?
From Springfield?
Well, not from Springfield. She's from like Rogersville or something.
All right, so that sounds even worse. But
okay, well she was born and raised on a ranch.
Awesome.
And like absolute butterface. Like,
damn, dude.
Never she was never like shown how to take care of her teeth. And like, so
That's
her teeth are just like
oh no, dude. You wouldn't even have gotten me to. So that is like I have a terrible, terrible habit of staring at people's teeth when I talk, and it's the only thing that I notice when I meet people. It's the absolute first thing I notice. And if you have bad teeth, I cannot stop staring. I will be talking.
Bad breath.
I just will like, I know you see me looking because like I'll see people like do the, like while I'm talking to them, like kind of like be conscious, like because they can see me, like my eyes leave your eyes and just go right to your mouth. So the whole time I'm talking to you, I'm just like, yeah, dude, whatever. Like I can't, dude. It's fucking gross. Figure it out.
You remember how bad my teeth were when we were kids, right?
Yeah, but you back in the day, like when you were a child, you can smile now. It doesn't matter like where you came from. Like I understand people like
Where you
not being
go.
taught exactly. There's a lot of people that fucking haven't been taught how to wash their ass or this or that or whatever. But like those are things that you teach yourself over time. And Jesus Christ, yeah, exactly. It's not about where you're from; it's where you end up.
True that.
Okay, so brush your fucking teeth out there.
What do you call that? Like the sharp, like pointy tooth? Is that the canine? Because
Yeah.
remember that canine was like all the way up here.
Yeah,
It was growing
I
out
had
the
teeth
side.
up here that was kind of, or it was up. My teeth were all fucking jank too before I got braces. But like,
I forgot you had braces.
I had braces for like 3 years. Fucking terrible. And the only reason I had them so long is because I took zero fucking care of my braces. Like I broke.
You never
brackets
rubber
all the
banded them
time.
and shit.
I rubber banded them, but I broke. I would break rubber bands all the time. I would break brackets all the fucking time. I mean, dude, it's amazing that my teeth stayed so straight but they did.
Did you? You didn't have to have the palate expander, right? The RPE or whatever we call it. Do you remember that when I had that?
Yeah, I do.
And every day we had to crank the key and like just break my fucking that bone and spread it.
That's awful. I do remember that.
Because they're like, your mouth is too small for braces. We have to make your mouth bigger. I'm like, how does that fucking work? But
I've got the worst overbite in the world, and they told me they were gonna fix it. Not a goddamn dude. So bad. So bad. Like it's bad.
Wow, yeah.
And they didn't fix it 1 inch. Not at all. Didn't fix it. Goddamn thing.
Wasn't in the cards, bro.
Unfucking fortunate. Now I just hit the back of my teeth all day, and in 30 years, you think you get used to it? None.
Well, it doesn't look like an overbite. What it looks like, it just looks like your bottom lip is hiding your bottom teeth. That's what it looks like to me.
I'm just gonna get my teeth taken out like my dad. I'll walk around with
dude.
veneers.
Give me them veneers, dude. Give me a fresh set of Buseys.
My dad got veneers, wore them once. Never wore them again. Didn't like how they felt.
Well, you gotta get used to it.
Yeah. Well, he said, "Fuck it."
Your dad's not one to be like inconvenienced. You know what
my dad has been walking around with no teeth for like 10 years. It's actually impressive. And he eats everything.
He just fucking gums that
noms. Shit. I'm like, dude, that is every time I eat for years, even still to this day, I'm like, dude, what is going on here?
He just works it to a cud like a cow. Just noms.
I just had to every time we go out to lunch, I just
you pre-chew for him? Yeah. Give him the baby bird?
Yeah, dude. But I make him eat it off my tongue.
Keep it in the family.
Yeah, some of that island boy incest. You know what I'm saying?
That island boy shit. Some of that fucking gathering of the Juggalos shit.
Some of the gathering of the Juggalos, dude. Yeah, me and my dad, we just boof for fun.
You boof a medicated lollipop from both sides
for fun. That video, we can watch that video. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think your stream can handle it.
Oh, Pookie, my stream.
On contraire, mon frere.
You just hush your fucking mouth, okay? Don't talk about my.
I tell you, that dude. What's his name? He's like something 666, like Lord of the fucking Underworld that did the interview. Surprisingly good interviewer.
Yeah, no shit.
Surprisingly good, like articulate young man. But like, it was weird that like he was just asking all these people, and everyone just went, "Oh yeah, like butt stuff, boofing." 3 dudes, fucking.
That's disgusting. This is King Zab, your 666 champion of the world, and we are talking to all the Juggalos here at the Gathering 2023.
My homie just boofed a 2,000 gram edible in his ass. That was pretty, and now he's all f***ed off.
I saw somebody around 4 a.m. light a mortar in a mailbox, and it scared the out of everybody. There was in the urinals. I don't know why they didn't use the actual toilet, but yeah,
Animals.
very dangerous place.
What do you got there, bro?
Dangerous place.
Stuff.
I make
Stuff.
edibles, right? So I make infused lollipops, and I watched three homies, boof a lollipop at the same time in triangular formation.
Last night, I was sitting right over here, and I watched someone boof a whole bottle of Fireball.
Are they okay?
Probably not.
Okay, so I was trying. I watched that today 5 times. It was just sitting there auto playing on my desk. I had an earbud in, and I was writing emails, and I was trying to the mechanics of 3 asses going for 1 lollipop. I couldn't
How do you
I couldn't reverse engineer it.
3 assholes boofing 1 lollipop
Is it
triangularly?
yeah, because it's how big's the lollipop? And how small are these? I mean, I'm gonna assume they're white dudes, so there's probably not much ass. So I mean, how taut are you pulling that ass to have just 3 buttholes kissing the same lollipop?
But is it 1 lollipop on 3 assholes, or is it they each had their own lollipop?
The way I interpreted what she said was that there was 3 hungry assholes nipping at that butt.
Dude, hold on.
It looked like the
In a
fucking
dude's
flux
mouth.
capacitor from Back to the Future.
That's disgusting. This is King Zab, your 666 champion of the world, and we are talking to all the Juggalos here at the Gathering 2023.
My homie just boofed a 2,000 gram edible in his ass. That was
That's
pretty.
crazy.
Now he's all fucked off.
Dude,
I saw somebody around 4 a.m. light a mortar in a mailbox, and it scared the out of everybody. There was in the urinals. I don't know why they didn't use the actual toilet, but yeah,
That's the
very
most normal
very
Juggalo
dangerous
right
place.
What do you got there, bro?
The judge.
Stuff.
he's
I
like,
make
dude,
edibles, right? So I make infused lollipops, and I watched three homies, boof a lollipop at the same time in triangular formation.
Last night,
dude, it might be. I mean, to me, that either sounds like. I mean, you could totally be right that they're boofing the same. They're all ass kissing. They're all star kissing the same goddamn.
Each of them just take a
Lollipop.
quadrant, dude, and just.
Or she meant they each boofed a lollipop at the
In
same
unison.
time in unison, while
asses facing inwards, like they're like a star's imploding, or 3 assholes sticking out, having to make eye contact with each other as they fucking make a dream work.
dude, I don't know. And you asked me earlier if we had to go, and I feel like at some point we might need to go.
We gotta have to go now.
And look, dude, we got to find. We're looking for this girl right here. If she hasn't OD'd on fentanyl yet, can someone show us where she's at? And they're like, yeah, that's her. She's up there. She's hanging from her back skin.
But I guess that's the trendy thing now. And also,
Boofing
2,000 milligram edible. Holy shit!
in his asshole.
I went supersonic with like a 20.
2,000. Dude,
I split a 20 on my
how long
birthday.
do you think he was fucked? That's a long time. I mean, dude,
He's still
2,000.
there. We still haven't found him.
That's one of those things you don't come back from. Almost you're definitely not the same person.
You're a different person. You have
Yeah.
you've evolved. What's that movie, Altered States, where the guy is in this deprivation thing, and he comes back and he's early man, and he kills the bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went fucking Altered States.
He's remember in Howard the Duck? Remember the
Yeah.
remember the doctor who gets that fucking where he turns red and gets all I guess he gets taken over or whatever, possessed at the end. Yeah, that's him
dude.
now.
His life is the final 20 minutes of Lawnmower Man
Yeah.
in the simulation, dude.
Do you think when it kicked in, he just looked up in his friend they're like, oh fuck, he had an look on his face, damn, maybe I shouldn't have put 2,000 milligrams of anything in my
You
ass.
just see it just going. You're like, oh, there's reality, and I can't reach it anymore.
It's definitely safer than the fireball. So me and my buddy earlier were talking about this. My buddy who sent me that video, And we're like, hopefully he is dead, because if not, like, he probably is enhanced at this point.
How much Fireball?
A bottle, I think, is what he said.
So when they talk a bottle, I mean they're probably talking like a liter bottle, right? Or are they
I
talking
would have sent, or just a fifth. Either way, dude, that's got to be damn near. Like, it's got to be 50-50 death.
And because it's cinnamon flavor, I mean, it's got to burn, right?
Dude,
That's
you're
gotta
going to be...
burn your asshole. And intest. That's just in there.
Yeah, like, and do you get indigestion from that? Like, I'm assuming, does it work its way up at that point? How does that work?
You don't have enough Tums to cool that fire, Nick. As much as you
fuck
probably have.
no.
And you know about heartburn.
Dude, fuck no. I had heartburn earlier today from, I guess, just not eating. I don't know what it was. Breathing.
It was a hot day.
I was just existing earlier, and I was like, fuck, dude, I need a Pepsid. So I did. I went and took 2 Pepsid, and like, damn, dude, it just, I don't know. Getting old is fucking terrible. Now I've got this, when it rains, I've got the stab wound on my right, and I've got the broken foot. And like, now am just waddling around. I'm 30.
You kind of are an old cripple.
I'm a piece
You've
of shit.
seen some
dude.
shit.
I've seen some shit. I'm basically a Vietnam vet.
Listen, you broke both hands
at the same time.
Same time, you broke the foot.
I broke my elbow in half.
Broke the elbow. I forgot about the elbow. That was gnarly.
And the worst part about it is I went to school with some Bosnian kid named Edis. Yeah. Edis, I won't say his last name. I actually still remember his last name. But I broke my elbow in gym class, and I went to class after that, and like so the first time I went to the nurse, she was like, "Oh, it's fine. Like my arm only bent that far."
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh no, it's fine." She's like, "Just go back to class. If it hurts, come back, whatever." I'm like, "Whatever." So I go back to class, and my teacher's like, "So what'd they say?" I'm like, "Well, it's not. They say it's not. She said it's not broken. This school nurse says it's not broken." So this kid Edis goes, "Yeah, dude, it's not broken." So he's like trying to force to bend, and I'm like, "Stop. And I was like, "I gotta go back to the nurse." So I went back, and she's like, "Well, maybe you need to go get it checked out." I was like, "Yeah, no shit." So then I went to St. Anthony's Hospital, right?
Yeah.
You say,
such a sailist.
Such a dog shit. And it's just because it was closest growing up. Always the closest fucking one. The same place I went when I got stabbed. And we'll get to that in a second. So when I broke my elbow, I'll go there. They go, it's just a kind of a fracture. They're like, it's not that. So they put me in like they didn't put me in a cast. They put me in like a sling. No.
Yeah.
They go, but here's a specialist, if you want to go get get a second opinion. We go get a second opinion the next day. We go and get a second opinion. The guy goes, they x-rayed it and did all the things.
Split in half.
Broken in half.
Yeah.
Like they go, who told you this wasn't broken? I'm like,
St. Anthony's.
They go, it's broken in half. I'm like, oh, sick, dude. Same thing. So when I got stabbed, I go there. One, I never got any pain medication till like the very, very end. My mom's like, get him. And my mom, with all the addiction and shit in our past and all of my family, my mom is like, even like when we got our wisdom teeth out, she was like, you're not getting this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn.
She very, so like she was like, get him something. She's like, what the fuck is going on here? She's like, why are you not getting him anything? Like, why is he laying here? Because like they had to because when she stabbed me and twisted, the worst part about it is like you would think that there's a huge gash. When she twisted,
it was serrated.
It's serrated, so it basically filleted my skin. So like I had a big chunk that just flipped over and laid. Yes. So they had to flip it back over, and when they were cleaning it out and pushing all that water and blood out, it was the only time I was in terrible. Jerry had to hold my fucking hand because I was like squeezing through the bed. Like it was so fucking... Yeah. And that's when they were like, what the fuck are you doing? They're like, go get him some shit. Like you guys have not offered him anything. You guys have not done anything at all to like figure out what's going on.
It's like a Civil War amputation. Like bite the belt.
Yeah.
And like, just like, we're going to take your leg off.
What the fuck is this? So they stitch me up. I find out when I go to the, like my, physical therapy or whatever, I end up going to like a sports therapist, like doctor they sent me to like, who was like the guy I was staying in contact with, and he did his own x-rays and those shit. Guy has like he works with all the athletes in St. Louis, like I forget what his name is, but he big time guy. And later on, I find out that they only did this top stitches. They never did deep stitches. So they never stitched my leg on the inside back together. It just was
muscle.
the muscle never got stitched back together.
Because it was serrated, they pulled them when she pulled the light knife out, the muscle came out.
Yeah, muscle came out. She cut my IT band in half. So my IT band was cut completely in half. She went all the way through it. And so they never did any deep stitches. So they're like, what the fuck is this? Not only that, so they stitched me up wrong. I find so when they leave, my mom goes, "Are you not going to give him any extra pads or gauze or anything to like nothing to do while he's at home to rewrap this?" She goes, "Oh yeah, here. Sorry." She hands me the open wraps that she just used and the gauze that she just used to do the original thing, and goes, "You can take the rest of this with you."
And they charged you $500 for it.
We were all sitting there like, "Bro, are you fucking?" He just got shanked. Okay, like missed his artery by half an inch. They're like, "Oh yeah." Like I remember them going. The lady there was like, because the nurse was there when it happened. She's holding it down, and then in the ambulance, the guy's like, "Oh yeah, you would have been gone before we made it 2 inches to the right or half an inch to the left." I'm like, "God damn." So luckily I was able to talk the guy. Maybe that's why I was able to talk him into not drug testing me. I was like, "Please don't drug test me." He's like, "You're good." I was like, "All right, cool." But,
I forgot how I found out that you were stabbed. I don't know how I found out, but I remember I had never talked to Shan yet. She was like, you hadn't been even dating her very long.
No, we had just started dating.
And so I didn't know her, but I like found her number and called her. It was just like, "Hey, like, what's wrong with my boy?"
Yeah,
She's like,
dude.
"He got fucking stabbed."
Well, we had just like started dating, and she had left mate. So not just started, like we had been dating for a second, but not very long at all. And she had just left Macy's and then came back. She left and got a new job and then came back as like a third party company, and it was like her first day back. So they come up to her and they're like, "You need to come with us." And she's like, "Why? Am I in trouble?" Like talking some shit. They're like, "No, your boyfriend was just stabbed downstairs." And she's like, "Oh, I fucking God." Well, telephone, the magic game of telephone happens, and rumors start going. The girl that got me the job, the people upstairs, by the time word I got stabbed got to the second floor, because I was on the first floor, Macy's, but by the time I got upstairs, the rumor was I got stabbed in my neck. So there were people downstairs. The girl that got me the job comes running downstairs. She's crying. She goes, "He got stabbed in the neck. Oh my God, is he alive?" And everybody's like, "Chill the fuck out. He got stabbed in the leg. He's alive. He's okay. Everything's fine." Like,
But he's pissed.
Well, I remember like I couldn't feel my leg, and I remember them. I'm just like, they're like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, I can't feel my leg. It's a dead leg. I go, as long as I don't see it, I'm good. I go, just do not. And they're ripping my pant leg off, and I'm like,
"Oh, you never looked?"
No, I was like, I can't see it. So I saw it like at the hospital after they fixed it, kind of, and like before they started stitching it. Like I saw it, but like I didn't see it because I had pants on, and then they ripped my pants off, and I'm like, the only time I'm going to start fainting is if I'm watching myself. But there wasn't a lot of blood.
I'm a looker. I gotta
see,
look.
Nowadays, knowing what I know now, I probably could have looked because there wasn't a lot of blood. It was such a deep tissue thing that like it was like there wasn't much blood. It was
just
kind
a
of
pocket,
just a puncture. Yeah, it was just like it was fucked up, and like, but yeah, it's now when it rains, I just have like my foot throbs and like my right fucking hamstring just hurts, and I'm just like, dude, I'm 30 fucking years old. Like, this is not okay. It's all right though, dude. I'm gonna collect a check. I'm gonna live off the state. I'm gonna be one of those. I'm just gonna be one of those people who just 40. I just check out.
Do you ever get a settlement?
Dude, do you want to know how much I got paid for getting stabbed?
Kind of. If you're allowed to.
Like $4,000.
$4,000?
Because I was a part-time worker at the time.
Dude, they just don't. Ugh.
And they fought it for 2 years. I mean, they fought and fought and fought and fought. My first caseworker got fired because my workers' comp guy lost my paperwork, took no notes on me. Like we called like 6, 7 months into it and asked him where my case was. He just never wrote anything down, had no notes on me. Basically, like all this crazy shit, like sent me to a doctor, then lost the notes from that like all the crazy shit. It's like I had to go through like 2 or 3 worker comp people I'm like, this is just the worst fucking thing in the world. I'd rather just die on the job than fucking go through workers' comp ever again. Like, just kill me on the fucking job. Give my family the $50,000 fucking life insurance you guys are willing to pay or whatever the fucking. Let's just move on.
You get stabbed. You settle for $4,000. The bitch that stabbed you doesn't even get charged. Like someone else, one of the dudes took the fall for her.
Took the fall for her. It was the third, and it was his third strike in Missouri. His third strike in Missouri. So he was facing life in prison. They said they wouldn't give him a third strike if he snitched on her or gave up the chick, and he wouldn't do it. Took the third strike, went to prison for life.
Oh my God.
But I also told them I work at a test. Yeah, I told them that I hope they found her, but I also told them I wasn't going to testify against her.
What up?
Because I just
don't need that on the streets.
That's just not who I am. Yeah, let karma get that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she's doing dumb shit like that, eventually somebody's going to shoot her.
How old do you think she was?
She's probably in her 30s. She's a big bitch. So if diabetes didn't kill her by now.
30s, stealing from
Macy's. And she got no clothes. I got all the clothes back from her. She got away empty-handed. So she stabbed me and got away with nothing but a bloody knife. So, because she pulled the fucking knife out of my leg and started waving it around. And that was when the best part, because my manager goes, Nick, move, she's got a knife. And I was like, hey, I go, I know, she just pulled it out of my leg. That's what I told the guy. And he goes, oh shit. He goes, get out of the way. So I like sat down. I like fell down. Like, at that point, like I was walking on one leg and just dragging my fucking leg basically. And then I just sat down on the ground and was like, all right, I can't move. Like, I'm fucked up. And she ran out, hopped in the car, and they got the fuck out of there. But yeah, I was like, look, I hope you guys find her. I'll tell you what she looks like, and I'll give you like the information that I have like on the bitch. But like, I'm not about to go fucking testify against this bitch. Like, whatever. Like, hopefully somebody just, like I said, hopefully she just gets shanked herself or shot by security trying to steal something somewhere. Or
just South County Mall, right?
South County Mall.
Dude, we are going to go to the place where you were stabbed, and we're gonna drop like a memorial. Like, we're gonna there needs to be a hidden placard, or just like, oh fuck it, we'll pull out a Sharpie and just be like,
this is the spot.
This is the spot where Nick was fucking shivved.
And somehow that place is still fucking open. That mall is a ghost town now. It's like, so it's not as bad as it's not as bad as Chesterfield Mall, but it's bad. Chesterfield Mall, if there wasn't a movie theater there, that place would be gone.
I think that's all that's left. That and maybe a V-Stock.
Yeah, it's bad. And but the mall over here it's pretty much a ghost town. But yeah, it's.
But you still got the fucking Jefferson County people coming up to it because we're going to the city for the weekend.
Yeah, and it's the best place. So Macy's, from what I understand, I don't know if they got it back now, but a couple years ago, because they're starting to close down a lot of Macy's and shit, they got rid of their in-store security. So the South County one, there was no.
It's a Wild West.
It was just a Wild West. So I knew people who still worked there, and they're like, yeah, people just come in all day and just take shit off and just go. They basically just said, like, we're not going to really stock this store much anymore, and we're just willing to lose whatever the fuck is there. And they just gave up. They fired all the security that we knew that was still there, let them all go. They were able to go to, they all came to the other West County and got jobs at that Macy's. And it was just like, damn, dude, they just don't give a fuck.
Is security as a career, is that just a dead end?
Yeah, it's terrible. That's why I got the fuck out of it. And like and it never gets better. I mean, so you can do real security, like cyber security, you're gonna make money. You know, you own a private security company and you're doing real security, like politicians or events and shit, you're making money. But like, you just go work a security guard, unless you're like, you know, I got some friends that went and became correctional officers who
those guys are underpaid.
They're underpaid, but if you're there long enough, you're definitely making money. Like, it's a bitch, and like I'm sure it might not be worth it, but it's in the long. It's like being a fucking.
There's a point where I was considering doing it, like down here, and I looked at the pay. I'm like, that's what I make now, and I don't have any threats to like my well-being.
Yeah, you don't have to carry a gun. Yeah, it's fucking stupid, dude. Like, when pot's legalized now, good luck trying to do any of that. When you're trying to shoot, and you have to, you're there, you got to shoot your gun so many times a year and test and all this other crazy shit.
Right.
That was the worst part. You had to take the fucking class once a year to renew your security license. So I'd go there every year, and it was just the same guy spewing the same jokes, showing the same videos every year. Gave you you couldn't sleep in class. This is the most obnoxious fucking thing. As long as everyone in class stayed up, it was an 8-hour day. So the first year you do it, it's 2 8-hour days. Second year, every year after that's just a renewal class. 8-hour day. As long as you stay awake and take notes, he gives you the answers to the test at the end of the day. So you want me to stay up and write information all day on shit that I've done 3 years in a row now, just so you can give me the answers? I can basically just piss on these notes at the end of class. I'm like, fuck you. Like, I'd rather have to use them.
Right.
I'd literally rather have to read the goddamn notes.
Where's the defensive driving course to keep us awake?
Like, yeah, dude, can I go outside and learn how to drive a fucking car backwards at 60 miles an hour?
Can I do J-turns in the parking lot, please?
Can you teach me how to pull an e-brake safely? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I'm so tired. And like, their questions like, should you approach a dangerous situation by yourself? No.
Oh.
Yeah. Should you fucking, if somebody pulls a weapon, should you still chase or whatever? No. You know, it's like all dumb shit. You know, and it's just it's the fucking worst. So yeah, there is none. And I was talking to a lady today on my route today, because it's funny, the stabbing. It's funny because it came up today because she was like, "How you doing?" She's like, "How's your foot doing?" I was like, "Good." I was like, "But my stab wound hurts." And she's like, "Your stab wound?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I'm just a broken ass 30-year-old man." And she's like, "So you did security at a strip club, at a casino, at all these other places, and got stabbed at a Macy's?" I was like, "Yes." I was like, "So I basically survived all these places that I should have gotten stabbed at."
That's the comedy in the tragedy.
Yeah, and then I got stabbed at a fucking retail store in white St. Louis. But, oh well. Win some, you lose some. True that. Well, what else is going on? I guess we can go over, I do want to go, we're at about an hour 40. I figured we can go over the SummerSlam results. And Logan Paul today, they announced Logan Paul is going to fight Dylan Dennis. I don't think it's actually going to happen, but we'll see. But Logan Paul just put on a goddamn clinic at SummerSlam. That match was ridiculous.
Against the guy
Ricochet.
with no fucking personality.
Yeah. We won't show any of these videos. I got an A- though, so from
apparently the one match that really sucked is that people were talking such mad shit on the Ronda Rousey Shayna Baszler match, and I saw a video from the crowd. Nobody was into it.
Yeah.
People were going to concessions. People were going to eat. No one gave a fuck.
Yeah, that's a shame. And it's probably Ronda's last WWE match, too. So, yeah. But we had Cody Brock. So Cody ended up beating Brock.
Got to shake his hand.
And I was reading some today. B+. So they gave it a B+. I read earlier today from, I forget who it was, Luke, somebody on Twitter that covers this type of shit was saying that the best part of this match was the handshake. So that shit that says a lot. I didn't watch this fight.
Can't remember the last time Brock did that.
Yeah.
But I already saw, because now they're already starting to line up other storylines after this. Mm-hmm. Cody Rhodes is, I think it's Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins again.
Damn. Well, I guess Seth's got that.
Again. So then,
yeah, that sucks.
LA Knight won the Battle Royal.
I don't know much about LA Knight. Like, I know him, but like I know he's fucking huge right now. But like, good. I'm glad that this is like some fresh blood. I did see that.
Let him talk to you.
And he's beefing with the Miz, and I think that's pretty cool. I like the Miz called him a what do you call him? An Attitude Era fanboy or something.
Yeah, he said he's not at his level. So yeah, Miz is a kingmaker, so it'll be good
fuck
for him.
yeah. Shout out to Miz. Cleveland
Shout out.
represent dog pound. All right, so here's the Ronda match. What'd they get? They gave it a B minus. So Bleacher Report's being pretty sweet, it seems.
Yeah, that's generous.
Because we'd have to wait till Friday to get the Meltzer.
Mhm.
Yeah, Gunther retains. He beats McIntyre and can enter for the Intercontinental. That's cool.
Gunther is such a good Intercontinental. I love it when an Intercontinental champion, where they bring prestige to that title. It's my favorite title.
It's a great title.
It's the coolest title. Yeah. Heavyweight title, it's like, okay, I get it. Whoever has that is the face of the company at the time. So obviously Roman Reigns, blah, 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 but I'm not a huge Roman Reigns fan. I like him now. But it took 2 rounds of cancer and COVID and all this shit for me to finally turn around on the guy.
Yeah, and it took one of the best storylines ever written in WWE history.
Yeah, like 2 Usos, a cousin.
We're out here just sacrificing the
Zayn, and a Paul Heyman, and 2 bouts of cancer, remission, COVID, and the Shield had to die.
The Shield had to die. Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, he ended up. Hogan never got that many chances.
No,
The Rock never got it. Stone Cold Steve Austin was the ringmaster, and he was about to fucking go. He got one more chance. Roman Reigns was given an endless lifeline.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously it paid off because he's balling now. I mean,
he's finally moving
a bit.
And he can cut a halfway decent promo.
He can cut a little promo. When he's being a heel, he can't cut a good promo when he's face, but he can definitely cut a decent heel promo. Yeah. All right, so we had Seth and Finn Balor. Seth wins and retains, which I think everybody knew. So he got an
Does anyone else feel bad for Finn Balor where he's at this point?
Yeah, it's kind of weird that he's like this extra in the Judgment Day.
He's just muscle at this point.
Yeah.
Him and Damian. Now, granted, I don't know much about Damian Priest, and I'm not going to front like a Damian Priest fan. He's okay. Yeah, he was U.S. champion for a second, or maybe he still is. I don't know.
I think he is for just now. Yeah, I think it's like they were trying to do where everybody had a belt.
But he's okay. But Finn Balor is such a great talent. I just can't believe that he's relegated to this muscle spot.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's strange. I mean, WWE's just got so many people that sometimes it's weird how somebody can just be front and center one day, and next thing you know, they're just pushing somebody else. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Finn Balor was pretty top.
Poorly timed injuries, man.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so then this was kind of odd. So we had the Bianca Belair, the triple threat match. Bianca Belair beats Asuka and Charlotte Flair to win the belt, and then Io Sky cashes in the Money in the Bank and wins the belt from Bianca, which is kind of weird that they took the belt from Asuka in the first place, because Asuka was champion, right? I believe.
Yes, she was.
And then it's why even take the belt from Asuka just to fucking give it to Io Sky? I think it'd be kind of cool if Io Sky, maybe they didn't want Io Sky.
You got to have one, because I think that was the only title that changed hands the whole pay-per-view.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I'm glad they changed hands, but I just think it was kind of weird that they had Bianca Belair be a bridge to Io Sky instead of just Asuka retaining and then losing it to Io Sky. You know what I mean? It's just kind of weird. I mean, I guess maybe it does legitimize it more that she just went out there and pinned Bianca Belair. I don't know. It was just kind of a weird bridge to get Io Sky the belt.
Still makes Bianca Belair look like money though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she wins the match and then she
beats Charlotte Flair and Asuka. That's pretty good.
Right.
But definitely. I don't know. I saw some of that match though, dude. There was some poor communication between Charlotte and Bianca. There was it was like botch city over there for a minute.
Damn, that's
just poorly timed, trying to lift up for the suplex, but Bianca it was either mistimed or sandbagged and couldn't get her up. and so then they just had to like fall down. It got ugly. There was like a 30-second period where you're just like, what the fuck? This isn't professional wrestling. This is amateur hour over here. But they got it together.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of SummerSlam actually. I mean, I need to go back and watch some. Maybe I probably won't at this point, but I didn't watch. Usually I watch SummerSlam, but the weekend just had so much shit. There was the UFC. There, obviously, then you and I did Paul and Diaz.
SummerSlam is always one of the better ones.
But SummerSlam was a good one, and the Ricochet Logan was sick, and then seeing Logan fly to the fight, see his brother win in the same night is pretty crazy. And then 2 days later, we're getting his return to boxing, because he hasn't boxed since the Floyd Mayweather fight. And I would love to know if he ever got paid for that, because like months and months and months after that, he was talking about how he was like coming out and calling Floyd like a fucking just a snake, and like how he ghosted him, and like the money never hit his account and stuff like that, like his cut of the shit. So Floyd like never paid Logan for that fight for a long time, which is funny, just because like, I mean, he scams people out of millions, so it'd be funny if he just got Floyd Mayweather just ghosted his ass. But yeah, he's fighting Dylan Dennis. So let's see if I can pull that up again. Which Dylan Dennis is a fucking joke. If great jiu-jitsu practitioner. When it comes to that type of shit, he's great in the world of jiu-jitsu and grappling. But he came to Bellator. He got famous because he was famous in that world, and then he got famous because Conor McGregor brought him in, and he was his jiu-jitsu coach for a while, and like, so then he started trying to emulate Conor McGregor, which really just started, going downhill for him after that. But he was supposed to fight KSI last year, talked all this shit. They did the lead up, did all these crazy things. Like, I mean, they basically, like the week of the fight, I think, or like a couple weeks for the fight, I think it was the week of the fight, Dylan Dennis just drops out. He signed with Bellator a couple years ago, only fought once or twice, then had this crazy bad knee injury that he's been recovering from forever. So we haven't seen Dylan Dennis perform in years. So it's I don't even think he's going to show up. But
Logan Paul fighting another fucking non-boxer.
Yeah, well, both of them fighting a non-boxer now. Now they're both fighting non-boxer. I mean, I'll give it to Logan that he fought Floyd Mayweather, but like,
I mean, shout out KSI. He's going after Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury is a boxer, and guess what? Tommy Fury is the one guy that beat Logan Paul.
Jake Paul.
Beg my pardon.
So Jake Paul, yeah. So this is going to be on the same card as KSI Tommy Fury, October 14th. Yeah, I really want to see KSI fight Jake. Is what I want to see. I want to see those two fights. So I think winner of this fight, I think, will fight Jake Paul next, because he obviously wants to he has to fight Tommy Fury again because he lost to him, and then KSI's been calling him dog shit for years. So eventually we're gonna have to see him fight the other Paul. So, but this one right here, I have no idea. Like, Dylan Dennis, his striking is bad. It's not good. He's not very good at MMA. He's great at the grappling aspect, but he can't really throw punches. And now we're boxing. And like, not a fan of either Paul brother, but neither one of them are pro boxers, and they're not as good as pro boxers, but they're in the world of the YouTube. They're decent boxers. Like they train, they know how to fight. And like we just saw like on Saturday night, like they can fight these dudes who are kind of tailor-made for them. And like, if you come in there and just aren't a boxer and have no boxing pedigree, like, they're going to piece you the fuck up. I mean, both of them are not terrible.
Right.
And I just think that Dylan Dennis, I'm going to see if I can find this Twitter video of Dylan Dennis was doing striking. What was he doing? Sparring. See if I can find this video of Dylan Dennis sparring. Probably not. But yeah, they put up a video of him sparring, like, boxing wise, and it's so bad. Like, there's no technique in there. It looks like a wrestler who just put on like gloves for the first time, and it's just like, dude, he's gonna get knocked the fuck out. That's why I don't think he's even gonna show up. I think we're gonna get all the lead up again. We're gonna get all the promotion. We're gonna get all the hype. Get Dylan Dennis's name out there for a while, and then that's probably that.
I can't get excited. Like, face a boxer, face a pure boxer. Like, there's a pool of talent, like young guys that are probably hungry, would love the paycheck. Like, Andy Ruiz. Remember Andy Ruiz Jr.?
Yeah, absolutely.
He would piece up Jake
one
Paul
of
like a
them.
motherfucker.
Yeah, either one of them, he'd fuck them both up for sure.
I want that. I will buy that pay-per-view if he faces Andy Ruiz Jr.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I mean, I hope that we eventually see them fight some real dudes. I mean, I don't know. Like you said, we saw Logan fight Floyd, but it was like an exhibition. Like, it wasn't even a real. I mean, Floyd just kind of fucked with him for 8 rounds. I mean, it was just it was a play fight. Shit was It was ridiculous. But we'll see. But yeah, October 14th. I mean, it's interesting that Dylan Dennis pulled out of that fight with KSI. That was set up in basically the week of the fight, and now he's on his undercard fighting Logan Paul. So, and Logan and KSI. It's funny because like Logan and KSI are friends, but Jake and KSI are not friends because Logan and KSI have Prime, and they're signing up all these fighters and all these athletes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Paul hates KSI. KSI hates Jake Paul. So it's a very weird, like, love triangle of two brothers and KSI.
Oh.
So, but we'll keep an eye on it. Should we wrap this up? Oh hell, we got a little chatty. We had some chatties down here. Oh, that was just us.
It's just us.
Pushing. I didn't know. It's just check our social. I didn't know we got our stuff. Check it. Yeah. So, but yeah, before we get out of here, I guess we'll hype these socials real quick because we haven't really fucked with the QR codes too much. So here's our Skate Laborious one. We're gonna show this as much as we possibly can, at least once an episode. Throw it out there. We probably should have shown up a little bit more, but we got so deep into our fucking convo that I forgot about the QRs. But
it was juicy combo today.
Some juicy shit. But yeah, make sure if you got any money laying around, we're trying to rebuild Skate Laborious, the skate church downtown St. Louis that burnt down. They actually just got a Mission Taco menu item today. It's a Big Mac flavored, basically like a soft taco from Mission Taco.
No way.
Yeah, it's a Big Mac themed taco, and it's named after Skate Laborious. So they have put it up. Yeah, let me see if I can.
Dude, I want to look at this.
Who was it? It was
Central West End, Mission Taco.
Is it? Yeah, it was Mission Taco that did it, right? Yeah, Mission Taco. Great. Here we go. All right.
Oh.
So Mission Taco. There they are, right there.
A Big Mac taco, huh?
Yeah, Mission Taco and Skate Laborious have joined together to create a taco to benefit the skate park. Skate Laborious is the church which was destroyed by massive fire at the end of June. Built in the 1800s, the vacant church was given new life in recent years when it was transformed into a skate park. So for more than 10 years, it was a sanctuary. But anyway, so now 2 months after the devastating fire, Mission Taco is helping Skate Laborious by debuting a new taco called the McTwist.
Yeah.
Taco is a great name. Inspired by a skateboarding trick of the same name and McDonald's Big Mac sandwich, according to the new release. The taco is ground beef, American cheese, shredded lettuce, onion, pico de gallo.
Pickle de gallo.
Pickle de gallo, yeah. And special sauce and toasted sesame seeds in a flour tortilla. Portion of the proceeds from the specialty taco will go to Skate Laborious in the rebuilding efforts. So, pretty fucking cool.
That's fantastic. Do more of that, please.
Yeah, so make sure you guys swing by. If you're in the St. Louis area, go to Mission Taco and get yourself a fucking McTwist. So that'll help them. So if you're not donating to us, like I said, we don't care if you donate to us or where you donate. Just get the money to Escape to Gloria so we can get this damn church rebuilt. So I mean, it's a fantastic place for the kids and for skaters in general. It's just a great place for St. Louis. Their fundraiser is at, I believe it's at 85,000. So here we are. We're still at 85,000. It's kind of slowed down lately.
It slowed down.
They're trying to get $1 million goal. We're pretty far off from that. So please, if you guys can spread the word, tell a friend, donate. Got some extra cash laying around. It'd be great if you threw it this way. We also have our socials. So if you guys want to scan our social, we've had the small one up here all show. If you scan that, it'll take us to anything that is under our name. All of our socials, our merch. The GoFundMe is there. That's linked there. So that's everything that is attached to us is linked there. You can also scan over here by Stuart. That's our other one. Same thing. And we've got one for our sales, which, again, we're going to try to think of a new merch thing here soon. So buy this while it's there. It's good stuff. I own a shirt. I bought one of the shirts. But we're going to try to think of more in-house, more of us type of stuff. Stu?
I would love to see you go to Mission Taco, and because this is a limited time menu item, it's only available through September. So I'd love to see a fucking review of this thing, and then we'll pimp out the Skate Laboria stuff in the video in that clip too.
Absolutely.
But, dude, have it because I can't. I want to try it.
Yeah, no shit. Do it because Stuart can, and I don't like half the shit on it. So I'll go buy it. Yeah, I don't like any. I'll buy 2 orders and let Shan eat them. But
there you go.
Yeah, we're here. So donate to Skate Laborious. But on that note, thank you guys. This has been episode 5 of Pushing Mongo. We're 5 weeks into this. It's been great. We really missed having our front office here tonight. We hope he gets some goddamn power back. He said it's 83 degrees back down there, and he's a healthy guy. He doesn't want to be sitting in the heat. That's for damn sure.
Sweating.
Okay? He is sweating, and his wife's at work in the air conditioner. He's miserable. It's him and him and the dog.
You know whose perineum smells really bad right now? Front office. No.
Oh, I was gonna say, damn. The way you were looking down, I thought you were gonna be like me and show like some ball sweat or something.
Been a long day.
You just go down and get 2 fingers worth. You're like me. You sick bitch. But yeah, dude. So shout out to the front office. We'll miss you. He'll be back next week. So no gaming Mongo again this week. We'll mate if he gets his shit back this later in the week. You probably will have a day where he and I hop on here, do the immaculate grids, do some gaming. But no gaming Mongo tonight. Hopefully we will get the audio version out by normal time. If the shit comes up tonight, we will get our audio out tomorrow morning. If not, it might be a little later. So sorry about that, but you can watch this back
God's
now.
will.
Yeah, it's God's will. Nobody's watching anyway, right? Not now, at least. I mean, not yet. Not to fucking Joe Rogan. But yeah, that's it. Follow us on our shit. We'll see you guys next week. It's hot as fuck. Stay cool out there. Put the shades on. You're looking sexy. See you guys next Tuesday. Every Tuesday, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. Fuck around and find out.